Hello everybody, it's me, Tasha C, and in this video I will be recapping Werewolf Explosion, episode 2, and this theme seemed to be a lot about jealousy, and some of the people I don't know personally about y'all, but what I liked last episode, they kind of were, a few people, but we know how reality shows go. Or anyway, sometimes you may like a person next episode, next minute you don't like them, it goes back and forth, who knows. So, anyways, it looks like a couple days down ahead, they of course had to keep time, showing the timeline, how many days, countdowns left, towards when their ex is supposed to arrive. We have a scene where at the beginning, where they're talking, well, first Arlene talks to Ashley about the incident, but she was real cool about it. She just said, you could have burned me, and she was just letting her know about the effects of some of her actions. And of course, we all know Ashley still wants to be like, I'm trying to get over this, and kind of like doesn't actually take responsibility that she's actually doing this stuff. Okay, and so around the time they go to the table, they have like some type of little house little meeting, and they're just talking about Ashley, like, about her behaviors, was sort of not cool, especially, like last night and the time before. And so Jamie, Jamie wants to talk to her personally. And she's, Ashley's, like I said, she's up here saying, they're talking in a little area where they're doing their hair and stuff like that. And, Ashley, because Jamie was saying about, that behavior switch change that she has. And, Ashley basically was like, she feels like Jamie talks behind her back and everything like that. She still would have felt the same way whether she was drunk or not, and so forth. And Jamie, just like, I don't have to, which I was confused with. Jamie actually confronted her whether it was right or not on the last episode in front of her other boyfriend or whatever was going on. So how was that talking behind her back? So okay, so they basically don't like each other, and then Ashley's walking off after doing her hair, whatever. So they never get anything resolved because I guess their stance like Jamie doesn't like her, she doesn't like her, but Jamie's like, I'm about to kiss your ass, basically, and insane. So apparently, um, speaking of Jamie, let's get the situation with her out the way. Um, she's up there spending more time with Thomas, and comes to find out that Thomas later on in the episode, he's the type of person who he's only had sex with three people in his life, and he's serious about sex. Should only be involved if you love the person, type of thing, I guess, or care about the person. And it turns out that Jake, when they were talking about numbers, when they were somewhere, he was just like, he asked her estimate because he does honestly don't really like females who have a big high ranking numbers or whatever. And she admitted that because he was like, what was it, 20? She's like, no. What was it, 15? And she's like, well, add a number. I think she said 16. So he kind of did take a little weight to that. He kind of personally, that was some of a turn off, but still, he was willing to still work it out with her. And now they're supposed to be a couple. But like I said, they went to a club one night, and then she was saying about she feels, I guess, offended if any girls talk to him. It's like, it's me and you. We're talking. It's us just talking. It's us. And then the next night, when they go to the club, she see this girl talking, and he's already saying, like, don't worry about it. I'm just focusing on you. It's all about me and you. Already she has insecurity. She admits that she has a problem because, there was one time this one of his ex-girlfriends had called, and I think that might be the ex on the show, and she already feels a little bit bothered because she's, I think, talking to Jay and stuff like that later on about how she felt about the situation, with him talking on the girl, whatever, and they been each other, I think, a couple times even after they broke up still, as far as having sex. And Jay's like, well, he's different, nice way of saying he ain't like the average person. Though everybody in the house, Jenny, I was calling her Jessie last the last review. I got her name wrong. Sorry y'all. And everybody was kind of listing numbers. Jay, when Tom was talking about 3, and so everybody else was higher except Thomas. But so she, like I said, they're at the club. Like I said, she's talking about to Jay about it, and Jay's just like, don't worry about me. He's a different person. He's not like us. Paraphrasing. And so, when the next night they went to the club, or how many days later, um, he's up here like he's up there talking to some, like I said, talking to somebody. Then when somebody else is leaning talking to a girl, of course, she does this, and does the arm and pushes the girl basically, but not forcefully push, but like just out the way. And so the girl just goes on to whoever was next guy on the side of the court, or whatever's going on in that situation. So, but like I said, Thomas is like, we're not gonna put labels, but everybody except of course we know Ashley wasn't there. When the night before she does get out the way, bitch, move. They were happy, and you got people making it rain and napkins and everything throwing up in the air. They were happy that Thomas and Jamie, Jamie took the first move of kissing her. Oops, kissing him. Her kissing him. That's what I meant to say, y'all. And going from there. So, but like I said, he knows he's like she lives by wants to be titled. So she is happy now that's his girls. So we'll see how that's doing. Yeah, we'll leave that alone with that. But they still have not had sex yet. Yeah. So let's get on with the situation. Just get out the way with Ashley. Ashley was pretty much she's cool supposedly with Jenny at the moment, and you got it where her and Jenny go to the club the next night when all this stuff happens, when I would get into in a second. And it was like you've seen an episode, but it kind of like didn't focus on her this time as much. And we'll just cut fast forward there because, like I said, she's supposed to be mostly cool with Jenny is for now and be in the house. Let's see how long that lasts. So the main focus of this episode kind of like really is around Corey's and Jenny's situation. Jenny, next night after they were up there screwing with bear hats and all in the confessional, she feels kind of comfortable letting anybody know that that they're already involved, or just having like mixed feelings the next day. And like I said, a couple of days must have went past by, and Corey, I guess they haven't hooked up yet as of yet because we're keeping a secret, but he basically lets her know that he has feelings for her. And I guess, once the process wants to make it official, he used to be a player type of dude, because he had to tell the guys, of course, in between the episode, like, when I used to be player, all the girls knew about me in Grand Rapids. And so he, like I said, he wants to be with her. Now the thing is, when Erling takes them to a club, it was a gay club or part of San Francisco, whatever. There was a all girl club, and every I think all guys. Well, at least I know Jay and both Corey were kind of offended that the girls they didn't get numbers and nobody's paying attention to them, But if they're okay, well, it's a lesbian club, unless they're not lesbian or not, if they're if they're not lesbian, then they're not. I'm just saying that. But you get what I'm saying. They were kind of like not surprised, but it's like y'all, where y'all at? Yeah. So there's one in the same club. Jenny is dancing with a girl, and Corey felt some kind of way about that. He felt kind of offended. And I don't know if she kissed the girl in the mouth, hit a peck on the cheek or something, but he just felt offended that he felt like she's being controlled. Like I said, and I like the Corey in the last episode. This one here, like I said, he got control issues. We can see, and so he already has to let Jenny know, like like I said, Jenny has brought up that on and off, like he really wants to be like, he's in control, like how he was kind of upset about her dancing and stuff like that with the girls. They're just dancing with something besides him, period. He's just concerned about her being involved with anybody else. And that type of thing. So I think Jenny had asked him to call his ex-girlfriend, whatever. He's been going off with her for about 8 years. Um, and I think her name's Hannah. I'm thinking I get the names wrong. Sorry, y'all. But he ends up calling her to let her know, like he's interested in somebody else. And the girl's like, I'm so sick and tired of this. Um, I don't want to hear about this, but if you do this all the time, so she got a little upset and actually hung up the phone. And so, um, the night where all this stuff would really begin to show, Corey's good. But let's be like, I want to point out this. Now, around this time, just like Thomas and Jamie started showing that they had interest in each other, or they started to take it, as far as baby steps. Corey, who, like I said, wants to be in a monogamous relationship and stuff with Jenny all of a sudden, or that's supposed to be his main girl. I don't know. But, then people were shocked. I think Arlene had seen it, and there was a couple other people that did when they started kissing from, because they were just flirting one time throughout the house. I guess they were going into the, jacuzzi, whatever, hot tub. And then they started kissing in front of folks. Then, a couple people had problems with them having sex in the house, like they're in the shower. The way they got two big showers, it was a blockage thing, but you could tell probably some stuff's being done. So a couple people in the house feel a little bit offended. And Ashley's actually another one where they're having sex in the other shower. And of course, we know in the confessional, she starts to say that she feels kind of offended. And you have to think to yourself, are you offended because you messed up your chance of screwing Corey by throwing hot grease and acting a damn fool, and other stuff that makes you act like a damn fool, the nights beforehand? I mean, it just seemed like, would you be saying that? I mean, it was still probably a judge, but would you be saying that as much or have so many complaints if you would have got the slong? I'm just saying. So then people are a little bit offended about, them screwing the confessionals and stuff like that. Or like Jay, for example, was talking about he felt some type of way. Yeah, but like I said, with Ashley next. So here's the main scene. Now, this night that they're at the club with Arlene, going back forward to that, but this time they go forward. Like I said, Jenny's out with Ashley. Supposedly, all of a sudden, they're good friends at the moment. Because, like I said, Ashley did admit earlier in the episode, even though she claims she doesn't remember, Corey was so mad that they were making out, in the car, last previous episode. And then you got producers, which they didn't used to do that, asked all these questions about, certain events. They're asking about the Ashley situation. Was he was in the lap, or was Ashley in Corey's lap in the cab on the way home? Was he kissing her? They don't seem to remember. And then they trying to ask Jay, because Jay was in the car with him. It was just weird, because they didn't used to have commentary between the producers or whoever is behind there with the cast. So maybe that's new as well. And so, flash forward to the club. Or in clubs, well, not just the club scene. Back to Ashley. Like I said, Ashley apologized to Jenny about whatever occurred, since she doesn't seem to remember. Now we go to the club. So, at this club, whatever, it does really nothing doesn't happen until they get out the club. You got Corey, Arlene, I think there, and I don't know what Thomas, but I know Jay was there as well too. And I think Thomas, Thomas, Jamie, the rest of everybody else was at this club. And so all of a sudden they're walking down the street out the club, and somebody on the side of Arlene, wherever, some dude is like, they all trying to, I don't know, they're trying to get a camera push out of the way. Is someone trying to get some camera time or start something? I don't know. So I think Arlene was like, okay, you a little bit too close with her. I mean, Arlene sure got some strength. She just pushed him to the ground. I think she pushed him before Corey had gotten him. Corey, of course, he's already upset about a lot of things. He's trying to already get home to make sure to check up on this lady, or in other words, to make sure there's no other dude there, and that's his own words, about the stuff, all that I'm getting food for my lady stuff just went out the window, because, like I said, he has control issues. And so he ended up pushing, I think, the same guy or another guy. So it's all this stuff going on. Of course, other people trying to stop her, trying to stop it. So, I don't know how far away they were from the club, but I mean, as far as where the house is at. So when Corey is up in front of the house, or near the house, Jenny could hear, and actually can hear him talking about, I'm not from this sweet ass town or sweet town. I'm not from this sweet town, and I'm just, You just all getting hyped up. So I don't know if it's the same. I doubt it's the same person outside. Well, I mean, that they've seen out in the club when this incident occurred, but it's some other, might be some other dudes here when he talking about the sweet ass town, the sweet town, whatever he's saying, shows anger. If you ready to fight, come on, just all this Hulk Hogan stuff, just getting turned up and stuff, and outside and stuff. So when he comes in the house, and I guess the dude, it must be some dude, whoever's out there when he's talking and stuff, I guess ready to challenge him. Arlene was like, So she she knocks his ass all the way on the seam, like on the side of the floor. I mean, that, like I said, she is very strong. Okay, so she's pushing him not to like attack him, but is trying to stop him from going out there and get into a unnecessary fight. So he's still trying to go there after he gets himself up, but he gets himself up, and then it's kind of like mad. He felt like he injured his knee. I don't know if he thought he injured his knee in the process of the fighting, or Arlene did this. I don't know what was going on. So, anyways, he, him and Jenny end up talking in the confessionals, and Jenny's just like, because of course you want to know what's going on. Because I mean, even when he passed the confessional, of course he's knocking glasses down the table and stuff. I mean, no, this chair. And that's before they go to confessional. So, here's Ashley, who has to let everybody know that usually, I mean, even though she sweeps up, she doesn't usually sweep up because she has a maid. Okay, next. So when he went into talking with Jenny about what, just talk to her, decide to talk to the confessional. She basically was telling him, like, you need to grow up, basically, like, calm down, because you're showing weakness and stuff, like, basically, like, grow the heck up. And then he felt kind of offended, and he said he wanted to check Jenny right then and there. So he's standing up and stuff, and he just first he hand in the face, finger in the face, and Jenny's like, no, get your hand in my face. And then he's doing all this and stuff, like, you trying to wear the pants and this and all this, and I don't need nobody controlling me, blah blah blah. And Jenny, which did the right thing, was to get the hell out of there. Okay, so she ends up, walking, and that was kind of like she was minded, realized that she fell for a situation faster than what it needed to be, or probably was regretting that one night. I mean, one night stand or two night stand, or screwing him so early and stuff, because now she realizes dude is so much like, not only is a controlling asshole, but he's a controlling asshole that reminds her of her ex, who also obviously is an asshole. And so now, they're on they're bad terms, or at the moment. And the episode kind of ends right then and there. Now, I probably skipped some parts, but it really wasn't that really important. It just really was the highlights of the whole thing. Jamie seems to be showing some jealousy, and Corey got control, some anger issues and stuff like that. And next episode, we see it continue where he's telling Jenny flat out, like, I would just spread them legs one more time and just being an obnoxious ass. Well, alright, y'all. I'm out for this video. I hope you have a pleasant week, a pleasant night, a pleasant evening, and I will definitely all see you in the next one. Alright, take care.